Welcome, welcome to the show. Hi, this is Jeff. The microphone's on. I'm just hitting the wrong buttons here. Welcome to another exciting episode of the WDWpov live stream show. I actually am sending out a quick message because I think I shared it to one group I was not intending to, and I just want to make sure they know that it was an accident. So, yeah, a little slippery fingers here tonight. So, welcome to the show. I hope you're having a good week. It's only Monday. We've only got a few days, and we are going to be celebrating Thanksgiving. Unbelievable. Saw Pat out there. Pat, nice to see you. And it sounds like you are well on your way to finishing that gigantic 40, 50,000, whatever number of piece puzzle you're trying to work on, but that's a good start. You got one section finished, the Snow White section. Wow. Okay, got part of it done. That's good. 9 more to go. Whew. Wow. Mary, thank you. Nice to see you out there. Yes, sharing is definitely caring. Yeah. Oh, popping the popcorn. We got you out there, Katie. Nice to see you. T9 is out there. Welcome. What do we got going on? Not a good week. Uh-oh. Sorry to hear that. And it's not even started. This is it. This is the beginning of the week, T9. If it's not good now, I hope, maybe it'll get better for you. I'm going to hope for that. Like I said, I screwed up already here. I start the show. I posted it to a group I wasn't trying to post to. So I'm going to let them know. Before I get kicked out of the group. So how's it going? Sounds like some of you are not having a good week, although we got Patrick out there. He's got part of his puzzle done. Last week was awful. That's not good, Mary. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, Katie is on the tube. I think that's getting a little bit of a little plug in there for her popping the popcorn there. Yes, she is on YouTube. I know she's looking for new subscribers. And so if any of you out there haven't subscribed to Popping the Popcorn on YouTube, go right ahead. It's a fun show. I was actually on it just a couple of weeks ago, not too long ago, as a guest. So don't post. Okay. There we go. Hopefully that keeps me in the clear. T9, is it water? Oh, that's right. I did see you posted about your water heater blowing up and flooding the office. That's not good. Yeah, we had something not quite as bad, but not good either. We have for Thanksgiving a 40-pound turkey. 40 pounds, okay? 40-pound turkey doesn't fit in the refrigerator. We had to put it in basically a wash tub basin, like those wash tubs you have in a laundry room, nice and clean, white wash tub. And long story short, somebody in the house turned the water on to raise the level of the water and left the water running. Yes. It was spilled over the shelf next to the wash tub. It was spilled onto the floor. It was spilling into the basement. Yeah, really good stuff. So, oh man, so that wasn't good. But fortunately, it wasn't on too long. Didn't spill over too much, just enough to make it a fun day. That happened yesterday. Yeah, that happened yesterday afternoon. Anyway, mailbox got smashed. What the heck, T9? What's going on out there? This is a bad way. Hopefully, maybe this will be a better day for you now that you're watching the show, and we'll try and brighten your moods out there. My goodness, front door being replaced at another office. How many offices do you got out there, T9? man, you just like you're like the mogul out there. I don't know where my partner is right here. I'm still waiting for him to show up. Marcus. And okay, Mary found a bunch of doormats, Christmas doormats. There we go. So that's a good thing, right? We got something positive going on. You know what, Mary, I don't think that I think they have to approve it or something. So I'm trying to make sure before it gets to that point that they just wipe it. And I actually jumped onto their group here and I don't see it there. Okay. Yeah. So he says he doesn't see it. I just got a message back. He doesn't see it. Maybe admin, they might ban. I don't see it. If admin get it, they ban. Ooh, I hope they don't ban me. I hope they don't ban me because I've been a member of that group for ages. Okay. So this has been a crazy day here. Crazy week. Sounds like for a lot of people. Steve says, you're 2 cents richer. I watched the 2 commercials. Way to go, Steve, on YouTube. Nice. Yes, those 2 cents are going to go a long way toward Christmas this year. But I appreciate it. Every little bit helps. Yeah, it's just crazy. I don't know what's going on. So I just messaged basically the person who's in charge of that group and said it was a complete accident, which it was. And so he says he doesn't see it. That's a good sign. Maybe, and if I'm not banned, that's a good sign too. Anyway, I don't know what Marcus is doing over here. He's taking a nap or doing something. I'm not sure what's going on. Christmas Mickey doormats. Good. That's something that hopefully will make this week a brighter week than last week. And T9, I hope T9 week. I don't know. She had the bad week this week. Mary's having a bad week last week. Everybody's having bad weeks out here. And Patrick, though, he got that puzzle first 1/10 of his puzzle done. So that's a good thing.
Just would have rather finished that than wait an hour and forget what I was working on.
Oh, so he was working on a video. You're setting up. So I'll give you a plug.
It's already published.
He just published a new video.
I was just typing stuff out before I forgot.
Well, no, that's understandable. You don't want to.
I didn't want to wait an hour, not publish it, and forget what I was even doing.
It's the old touch it once principle. Just touch it once, and then you don't have to worry about it. So yeah, he just published a new video to his.
Hopefully, I did it without.
What's your thing called?
Marcus Talks.
Marcus Talks on YouTube. So. If you get a chance after the show,
people have gotten weird about sharing videos. Well, hopefully you share mine. I'm sorry, that was bad. That was bad. They should give you one warning.
They should. I hope they do.
Last week was beyond bad.
Some groups are so big, though, that they really just don't even have the time to bother. And they have a rule. And if you do something, even if it's by accident, you're out. So I am hoping that that's not what happens to me. I've been banned from groups for much less, but Mary's a professional sharer. Thank you. I don't know which groups you're sharing to, but as long as they're legit and you're allowed, go for it. Or sometimes you'll notice some weeks I will actually share to individual friends out there on Facebook.
Yeah, it was 2 weeks ago, Steve, that you caught me on Saturday night.
What's that?
Steve was on my live a couple weeks ago.
Oh, was he?
The last one. I mean, the last one I did so far, but
yeah, every now and then Marcus will do a little live stream.
I was going to do one
on YouTube
the other night, but it was like all I'd been doing was shopping all day, and by the time we got home, it was like 6.
Yeah. That's cool. That's good.
You share wherever they let you.
That's right. That's the way to do it. We don't want anyone getting kicked out or banned or in trouble with other groups and stuff. But anyway, again, welcome to the WDWpov live stream show. It is November 27th. It's 8:10 already.
Eastern Standard.
We are waiting on a guest actually that hopefully will be showing up. Hopefully will be showing up sometime today.
Is that what we call them?
Yes, we do call them that. So we're not sure what's going on with that, but we're going to just go right on and talk a little bit here because we had a couple of topics we were going to bring up at first. here's a topic I know.
So, yeah, so.
So, yes. Okay. We do have a couple of topics. Do you know what today is? Do you know what today is?
No.
You don't know what today is? Today, 30 years ago, the 30th, that is not a coincidence, the 30th Disney animated film was released today.
Wait, how many years ago?
30 years ago today.
That means it took them
91.
like 20 years to do 20 more movies.
91. Yeah, 1991. On this day, Beauty and the Beast was generally released to audiences all over the U.S. and Canada. Yes, even people like Stan got to see it on that day if he chose. So yeah, 30 years ago today, Beauty and the Beast. I know that's Jack's favorite Disney movie, probably favorite any movie. And so that's interesting, I thought. The other thing.
Oh, man.
What's that? What I miss here?
No, nothing. The
What?
person you call a guest is on.
Oh man, we're getting to him. Mary says she wants to tell her about D23. She hasn't read much. That's the whole thing of the show tonight, Mary. We're going to be getting to that very, very quickly, like in the next few, like minute and a half or so. But yeah, Beauty and the Beast, 30 years old today.
Batby?
Beauty and the Beast.
Batby.
That's Batby. Yeah. T9 has got a big comment here. What's going on?
Come on, this has nothing to do with anything. We don't care.
She's got offices all over the place.
A lot of love for this guest. Yeah, this guest.
That's right. This guest, which we'll be announcing here in just a moment. But yeah, T9 has got like she's got like a multi-million-dollar corporation out there with offices all over the world. And she's had a door knock replacement. She's had a hot water heater blow up that had water all over the place. She just had a really bad week last week or this week. So we hope it gets better. So the other thing I just wanted to shoot out there real quick, what the heck is going on with annual passes?
Nothing.
They paused them. Disney paused them.
So wait, they wouldn't let you buy them. Then they let you buy them again.
And then they paused them. My guess is it's got to be because of the unusual circumstances with the fact you have to actually book a park. You have to actually make reservations for a park.
Therefore, and the passes are kind of...
You got to pass.
Like the people who wanted the passes were the ones who were like down there all the time and could just go whenever they felt like it.
Yeah, but now it's like, if you've got an annual pass, that's no guarantee you're going to get in. Even if you have a one of those full-blown passes that doesn't have any blackout dates. But unfortunately, because of the reservation system, they have built-in blackout dates now. So she's deeply in debt. So anyway, we'll ask our guest what he thinks about it too in just a moment. So without further ado, we're going to talk about D23, Destination D23 in particular.
I'm probably not going to have a lot to add to this.
That happened. No, that happened in the last weekend. And our special guest is waiting in the green room right now. He's eating our desserts and everything. So we got to get him out of there so he can start talking. Welcome to the show, Mr. Ric Forbes from Monorail Tales. There's Mr. Ric. Can you hear me, Ric?
Hello.
There he is.
Can we hear him?
I'm going to have to turn up our volume here a little bit.
Can you hear me?
Ric? I can hear you now.
Okay.
All right. So Ric Forbes from a podcast that I actually do some stuff with as well. Monorail Tales Podcast. If you get a chance, check them out. And
T9 was excited.
T9, what's she excited about?
She was excited.
Oh,
but,
she did.
I think she realized who the guest was.
Now she realizes who our guest is. I'm sorry. She's mean.
That's anyway. All right. Marcus had already warmed me up. So,
so Ric, you were at Destination D23 this past weekend.
Yes.
When did you get there? What? Tell us what. Let's start with the first. How you flew in and what all you did down there.
Well, I flew in on a plane.
That's a good start.
Yeah, I arrived about 5 o'clock.
And this was
I
what
worked
day?
all- Thursday.
Thursday.
Yeah.
Okay.
Worked all morning, came home, took a shower, drove down to the airport, flew in. It was a long day,
I can imagine.
and I didn't have time to eat at the airport. I didn't want to eat on the plane. When I got there, I was walking to the room, and I passed somebody pushing a luggage cart. And when I heard him speak, I recognized it was Steve.
No way.
Yeah.
At the airport.
No, at
Oh,
the resort.
I'm sorry. The resort. I'm sorry.
Yeah, also our music. So I was like, Steve?
You
And he's
like just
Sheila?
happen. You just like
Rick.
to happen. You just like
Yeah.
saw him.
Yeah, just walked by him. Wasn't paying attention. It was when I heard his voice.
That's
And
crazy.
so we chatted for a little bit, and I had made a reservation for Rose and Crown. I had a park reservation for Epcot already,
Uh-huh.
and I'd never eaten there. So I had made a reservation for two because sometimes it's
case.
easier to get a reservation for two than one.
Yeah. Well, and Mary's asking, she said, you didn't know that Steve was going. You knew he was going.
Yes,
you
because we
knew,
shared
but
a room.
you just ran into him by chance at the resort. I'm going to back up one very quick second here. This was
All
when
right.
you got to the airport. And there's like that's a pretty empty airport there as far as that's the Magical Express line.
Yes.
That's that's pretty good. So you got right
that
through
was
to that.
the Thursday night. That was about 5:30.
Okay.
Thursday
So then
night.
you made a reservation for two because it's easier at Rose and Crown.
Sometimes,
Sometimes,
nothing
yeah.
showed up for one there, but for two it did.
Okay.
So Steve went with me. He had he'd already eaten dinner, but he said he'd get a drink and an appetizer or something. And they seated us right outside on the patio, and we ended up. The reservation was for 7:40, and we ended up staying there throughout Harmonious.
Oh, cool. So you had good seats for that then.
Yeah. It was kind of obstructed, but it was covered because it was raining, and
It was
we were
raining.
still able
What does she
to
mean, M-E?
watch it.
Oh, Magical Express, yeah.
Yeah.
It was in its last days.
Oh, Mary was just saying Emmy is in its last days. Yeah, you're only about another month and a half to go on that. Is this this
Rose and Crown is just okay.
Nah, Rose and Crown's pretty good. I like it.
No, that's what the comments are saying.
Yeah, I know. T9 is saying that. It's just
And
okay.
Mary.
Tough crowd, Rick.
Yeah.
So,
I enjoyed it. Like I said, I'd never been there before.
Is this a couple of pictures here, and I'm grabbing these from the Monorail Tales group if you're interested in looking at them. These pictures looks like it might be Rose and Crown. Is that or this one here? Is that when you guys are there?
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. You can see
Apparently
the
your
barges
group
there.
disagrees with you.
What's that?
Rose and Crown is awful, says WDWpov. That's our Walt Disney World point of view.
That would be my wife because there's not a lot of gluten-free options there.
I'd rather just get fish and chips outside. You can get good fish and chips not even in the parks. Just head over to what's it called?
Long John Silver's.
No, a little bit better than that. No. Raglan Road.
Yeah.
And then the place right next to it, you can do a walk-in
Cooks of
service.
Dublin.
Cooks of Dublin.
Cooks of Dublin, yes.
Yeah, that's the name I was blanking on.
Yeah. So anyway, okay, so you guys got to go to Rose and Crown. Some people like it, some people don't. But you get back to the I'm assuming you get back to the resort then.
Yeah.
You guys were where at?
All Star
Which resort?
Music.
All Star Music. Okay.
Yeah.
So is this? I'm gonna jump back over here again real quick. Was this your bed?
Yes.
That's your bed. Okay. So did you guys end up having? Now you and Steve ended up getting to share a room, right?
Yes, we have planned to share a room the whole time. They originally, when Steve checked in, had given us a king size bed.
A little bit too close.
Yeah, they got it sorted out before I got there, and I slept on the Murphy bed that pulled down near the table.
That's good. Yeah, this is actually that's the same one that we were at All Star Movies for the 50th, and yeah, that's pretty cool. I like their pull out beds. They're a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm. And so the next day, Friday, there weren't any panels, but they had a preview showing of the new Disney animated feature Encanto.
Okay.
And showing a Cirque du Soleil.
You got to see that too. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
We're actually going to see Encanto. However you pronounce it. Encanto. Okay,
even though in the movie and the trailers, I'm pretty sure they say Encanto.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah, they say it both ways. It depends on who's saying it.
I've heard it both ways.
I've heard it both ways too. Yeah. Anyway, this is looks like a little bit of that was from the movie.
So you got to see a trailer like less than a week before, or preview less than a week before.
Yeah,
it comes out.
Well, that's. I mean, they don't usually do it months in advance because the movie's not put together yet. But yeah, we're actually.
It wasn't like a premiere event. There wasn't any red carpet or anything. It was just for the attendees of Destination D23 to have an opportunity to watch it.
Did they do that? That was at the AMC at Disney Springs, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, we've been to a few previews there as well. That's pretty cool when they do special events.
Yeah, we had to lock up our phones.
Oh yeah.
And Steve and I did not get to watch it together because he waited at All Star Music for a bus for over an hour.
Oh.
So he was late. I got in because Sheila had emailed me the ticket.
See, we got the good guest. If we had gotten Steve on the show, we wouldn't be getting this information.
That's right. Rick's got the info. Steve was just sitting on a bus. Oh man.
Yes, I saw Panda a couple times there and at the convention.
Yeah. Now okay, during the Josh, and I'm jumping ahead here, but okay, so you saw Encanto. We're actually going to see that tomorrow. I think at 6:00.
Based on this comment on Rick's picture, I think that person's favorite character is the house.
Yes. Somebody commented on
Facebook
about the house. Yeah. So you like the movie. I know I've heard some other people liked it, but didn't necessarily say it was one of their favorites. In fact, Panda, I think, was one of them, said it didn't really hit him like some of the other movies, but he liked it. So I'm curious, what it's going to be like when we go to see it tomorrow night.
My prediction for tomorrow is based on all the trailers. I'm not going to like it, but I've set the bar so low that I'm going to be pleasantly surprised by it.
There you go.
I don't think I'll make a comment.
Okay, so you got to see Encanto.
Yeah,
you got to see Cirque du Soleil. That's pretty cool. I mean, that's a new show now, right? Is that a newer one they just released?
It's the Drawn to Life.
Okay,
where it incorporates Disney characters. Encanto is coming out on Disney Plus next month.
Okay.
Because we got to keep the theater business alive.
Well, you do.
Yeah. I think it's sometime around Christmas.
Yeah. No,
and that'll probably make it so that people will want to get it on streaming even more if it's around the holidays.
True. That makes sense. That's probably a good move.
So like before most of the major holidays, put it out in theaters, and then once it's on the streaming service, everyone doesn't want to go out because it's the major holidays.
Yeah, that's weird. Sometimes people like to watch movies around Christmas and go out. Other people want to stay home and be with their family.
Yeah, it comes out Christmas Eve
Christmas Eve. Okay.
on Disney Plus.
Okay. So that's a good way. You can stay home and, enjoy it with the family if you don't get out to the theater first.
Yeah. The Cirque du Soleil was amazing. I'd never been to one of those shows before.
Yeah, neither have we.
And what they said they had a panel on Saturday about it. They actually were ready to go 3 days before the pandemic shut everything down.
Jeez.
And then of course it was the first time that they'd all been together in 18 months.
Wow. That probably had a lot of emotion going on for them, I'll bet.
Yeah.
So yeah, here we go. This is while Steve was stuck on a bus for an hour, here's good old Rick on a bus all by himself.
Yeah. Yeah. See, I went to Animal Kingdom in the morning and did the trails and Dinosaur and Everest and ate breakfast. And then I went to Disney Springs and met one of my friends for lunch.
Okay.
So I was already there.
So that worked. That worked to your advantage then.
Yes, it did. If I would
that.
have been with Steve, I would have been in trouble.
What's weird? I was going to say what's weird is on the anniversary date, the 50th on October 1st, I took a bus from All Star Music or Movies to the park and got right on. I mean, it was like the first set of buses came rolling in and just got right on and, waltzed into, Magic Kingdom that morning before the park opened. But yeah, other times, like you said, I mean, you could end up waiting there for forever.
Yeah, it was a crapshoot, I guess. But he got into the 2:30 show and was able to watch it.
Okay, that's good.
And then, like I said, we went to Cirque du Soleil. I thought it started out a little bit slow, but once the story started going and then they really started pulling out some of the big acrobatic acts and stuff, it's really amazing and it had a very good ending. And Eric Goldberg was very heavily involved with the animation portions of that show, the animator. He was actually there.
Cool.
At the screening of Encanto and at Cirque du Soleil, and he was on one of the panels.
Oh, yeah. I think they might have been streaming that, and I think I might have caught part of that one. But what I was saying earlier is when Josh was on during his panel.
Oh yeah,
on Saturday, I'm 99% certain I saw you in the audience when they panned through the audience.
Josh who?
Josh Damaro. The guy who runs Disney parks, not Bob Chapek.
No, I don't keep track of all the corporate world of Disney.
Josh is the sweetheart guy that nobody can hate because everybody loves him and he's good looking and he wears tight jeans and all the women love him. But they panned through the audience. Were you wearing, let me just ask this, on Saturday, were you wearing it was very brightly colored, multicolored. I mean, you probably had some yellows and reds and oranges, and it was just really.
I was wearing a bright green shirt with orange bird on it.
What's that? You broke up on us there for a second.
Oh, sorry. I was wearing a bright green shirt with orange bird on it.
That wasn't you then. That wasn't you. Man, I thought for sure it was you.
Now you have to go back and scan the audience for.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch the recording
of the orange bird shirt.
Of the Josh segment and see if I can find you in the audience. But I thought for sure it was you. So anyway, okay, so Cirque du Soleil. Then the next day, you're at Saturday. You're at the Contemporary. That's where they have the actual.
Mhm.
Or did you do some more stuff Friday? Was pretty much Friday was the movie and the Cirque du Soleil, and then Saturday started the actual.
We ate dinner at the food court.
Okay. Is this might well? See, I've got some pictures that you sent and some over here, and I got to move them different. It's my sharing thing is a little flaky here. We've been having a few technical issues today. Our internet's been going up and down. Sounds like yours might be going up and down too, because you sort of blanked out on us a few times.
Yeah,
But
we're
yeah,
having
if anything-
internet problems where I live. They're upgrading our systems.
oh, hopefully for the better. So if anything happens,
Yes,
just bear with us. You know how that goes. You've
Yeah.
been through that before.
That's right.
So okay, so you had dinner at the food court. Anything good you had there? Hey,
I
Chris.
had, what did I have? Cheeseburger.
Cheeseburger.
It's a cheeseburger.
Oh my goodness.
The staple.
I
of
sent
food
you a
court.
picture of the cheesecake I bought. I bought cheesecake.
I think I
50th
have it here.
anniversary
Let me see if I can
cheesecake.
bring
It
that
looks
up
like
here.
a dome.
Let me
And
see if I can bring
T9
that up.
asked what I had for lunch Friday, and we ate at Deluxe Burger.
Oh, okay.
So he had burgers all week.
Okay, so this was the picture. Yeah, burgers for the week. So this was the Cirque du Soleil picture. Is that what is that?
That's just outside of the theater.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I don't see. I'm looking through the pictures you sent. I don't see a cheesecake or whatever or a cheeseburger.
it.
So that's it.
That's the cheesecake.
Okay,
Yes.
and then
it was
there's your-
raspberry cheesecake with a champagne glaze over top of it.
Oh my goodness,
Oh, so I couldn't eat it.
you couldn't eat it?
I don't think it
Didn't
was
eat it.
alcoholic. I mean,
I don't. Yeah, it's probably a
Anybody can eat
non-alcoholic
it.
champagne. Yeah,
Those exist.
yeah, they do.
or champagne
Yeah, sort of.
colored,
I mean,
maybe.
they'll make it sparkly something, to make
Wait,
it.
what did he just say?
I don't know. What did you say, Rick?
Champagne colored.
Champagne color. Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
With a 50th medallion, it's
Yeah, that's
a piece.
pretty good.
It's a piece of chocolate.
Did you keep it,
Yeah.
or did you eat it?
I ate it.
You have to eat it.
I ate it.
Oh my goodness.
It was
Okay,
good.
so let's see. I'm just going to jump through here. Let's see that. Okay. Oh, Hawkeye. Jeez.
Hawkeye coming out this weekend?
Did Hawkeye come out, or is it
Wednesday.
coming out?
Yeah, not weekend.
It
but
comes out
middle of the week.
the day after tomorrow. But
Right.
they streamed it for us after.
Oh, so you guys got to see that?
Did you get to see
Yeah,
all 6
Saturday night.
episodes?
No, just
First
first
episode?
two that they're releasing on Wednesday. 2.
Okay. So then Saturday rolls around. You guys get up and you go to the convention center there at the Contemporary. So what do you think was like your highlight of the day as far as announcements?
Fantasmic's coming back, and they're putting in a new scene and taking out one of the old ones.
Okay. They didn't say which scene what they're putting in though, right? Or did they?
I'm online that it's including Frozen, Moana,
Of course, it has
and
to be Frozen.
yeah. The graphic, it looks like there's a Moana oar in it, but
Okay.
they did not specifically announce who or what is
What's
coming
going in
in
for
or
sure.
who or what is going out.
Yeah. I saw you
Just
posted about that, something about wanting the John Smith or the Pocahontas fight scene thing or whatever. Probably
Yeah,
that's the one you
that's
were
my
talking about.
preference. Yeah,
I can't disagree
he-
with you on that. That's not
he
not
did
one of
say
my
that it
favorites
would-
either.
Yeah, he said that it would have a message of hope. The
Okay.
section that's coming in.
Yeah. Okay. That'll be
And
interesting
The
when
Festival
they.
of Fantasy Parade's coming back.
But
Yeah.
let's just be honest. Out of all of the scenes or movies that they have scenes of in Phantasmic, Pocahontas is probably the weakest.
I think so too. The Festival of Fantasy Parade was something I was excited to hear about as well. I was a little disappointed that nothing was said, unless I missed something, about a nighttime parade coming back to Walt Disney World. I know they've got it coming back to Disneyland next year, the Main Street Electrical Parade, but still nothing about Disney World. Did I miss something, or is it just not? I didn't say anything about that.
They did not say anything about it. Really, there were, no major announcements at all. It was really just talking about things that had already been announced, or Festival of Fantasy's coming back. That's not new. It's just coming back.
Right.
Phantasmic's coming back with a new scene, but it's still not a new show.
Sure. Right. And I remember from the live stream on Saturday, Josh, a lot of the quote unquote announcements of what's coming back, a lot of them were already back. Like you mentioned,
or
we started off
been
with the Dapper Dans.
Yeah.
We're announcing this thing that's already out.
Yeah. Yeah. So he recapped a lot of what's already happened and then sort of hit on a few, like you said, not really new things, but just things coming back.
I hate when major presentations are just recapping something from like a month ago.
Yeah. Somebody, I'd read that somebody said that they had heard a lot of new people were disappointed with the D23 event this weekend because they expected it to be like the D23 Expo.
Oh, yeah.
And that the two events are totally different in their scope and purpose.
Yeah.
This is more about panels to educate and, for the fans to learn things,
Right.
Whereas the Expo is more about putting things out there.
Yeah. Yeah. Mary's saying the same thing about, Mary and T9 are both, saying they were hoping to hear about maybe Paint the Night or something coming back.
Yes.
That would be another, and it could still happen. We don't know. Maybe it will. I guess that was, I could see them saying that it was disappointed from that aspect, that maybe they were expecting more things like that to be announced. But you're right. It's not the same event. It's not the same type of event. I did like, and I know you had to have liked some of the stuff, some of the archive stuff they brought out. Figment, the Dreamcatcher machine, basically.
Yes.
That I saw you guys
Dream
got to
Finder?
see. The Dream Finder, but it was the Dreamcatcher. It was
The
actual
machine was the
machine
Dreamcatcher
itself they had on display. Yeah. So you got to go right up to that pretty much and get that'd be pretty cool to see up, in person like that. Mary's agreeing. The archive stuff was amazing. So yeah. Oh, and you gotta, okay. What was your take on Josh's use of a lightsaber?
I have to admit that lightsaber was pretty cool.
What was he doing?
It's part of the new, the new hotel experience that they're going to have. And he had basically a lightsaber, and they basically have these like lasers shoot out, and you have to try and hit the lasers as it's happening. He seemed a little bit unwieldy with it, but the concept looks really cool.
Well, I'm sure most of us would look unwieldy with it.
Yeah, we'd probably all be flailing around trying to get it to work right and get
Yeah.
the,
Now, I think that the lightsaber that he had on stage and the one that he used at the resort are two different devices.
all right. Okay. That makes sense.
Steve just saying,
What Steve
I hope
said?
Mr. Chip Pig paycheck is on the hot seat.
I don't know if that's voice to text that it came out Chai Pig or not, but Chapik, yeah, paycheck, Chapik. Or that could be a new nickname I have not heard of before.
I think that's his new nickname.
Pig check, that's the new nickname, along with paycheck.
Pig check instead of paycheck. Oh my God. Okay.
You know, Siri has failed, Steve. No, Siri made one of the best new nicknames ever.
Siri just came up with a new Chapik nickname. Look at that.
Yeah, he's run the share price down from 210 to 154.
Oh, here we go. Here it is. Whoops, wrong one. I switched over to the wrong one, but there's the Hawkeye thing again. I didn't want to do that, Rick. That's not what I was going for.
I don't think the stockholders were impressed with D23. Stockholders aren't impressed with anything. Stockholders are only impressed with numbers.
It's the whole thing's tanking right now, so it's not just Disney. But no, here we go. This is the dream catcher machine. That's pretty cool.
Was the dream
that
finder
was a
anywhere
journey
there?
into imagination right there.
Yeah.
I remember that from going as a kid.
Yeah, that was a great ride. That was a great ride.
I have a Figment from 1984. I think
that's pretty old.
Yeah.
I think the one I have, I think you got me beat by a few years. I think the one I have might be later in the 80s. It was like and I still have it's a Figment hand puppet, and used to use it with some of the older kids now when they were little.
Yeah. I'll grab it real quick.
Hey.
Oh, good.
Tootsie Roll is still up.
Are you looking at stock still?
No.
Well,
Mom is.
Tootsie Roll is up. Yeah, here was some of the other archive stuff they had sitting out there, which interestingly enough, I don't know if you can reach those or not without breaking anything. What's that?
Should I attempt to reach one?
You could if you want. Yeah, Tootsie Roll. Yeah, my wife has like about a micro fraction of a stock of Tootsie Roll or something.
I don't know if you can see that. It's actually a 1982 Figment. The original one.
I hope you all heard that.
Wait, let me pull that up here. Here, let me make. I'll get you bigger here. Hold on a second. That's not what I want. That's not what I want. There we go. Pull you up, make you big. There we go.
Yeah, the focus isn't very good on it. But
cool.
Copyright 1982 Figment.
I'll have to see what the tag is on the one I have. But yeah, this is. Let me go back here. This is the.
Yeah.
And the lights still work, by the way, on this thing. It's got a 9-volt battery stuck to the side of the strap on this thing. Very heavy, very difficult to wear. But yeah, the lights still work, as you can see. But this one is very interesting. This was a Millennial Edition hat. But take a look at the number on it. And some of the green screen is taking effect here.
Can you figure out what went wrong here?
000. It's missing the 2. The 2 artwork never printed on this.
And it would have been the same color as Donald Duck's beak.
That's right. Donald Duck's bill or beak on here is actually clear because the green or the yellow, I'm sorry, didn't print properly. And so I don't know if that makes it worth more or less.
I'd say more
because of the misprint, but yeah, that one there. And then we got an old Disney MGM Studios. And on the back, good old 2000 there. So.
Now, they did say at one of the merchandise panel, that they're having a line, the Disney Vault line, where they're having replicas of items over the years or items inspired by.
Okay.
So they have a Spirit jersey with the 1971 map on it.
Oh, okay. I could see that. I could see them making. I could see a lot of people wanting to buy that.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people like nostalgia in that. So back here again, we've got
the ride vehicle. Yeah.
Yeah, the ride vehicle. That looks very roomy.
Mm-hmm.
That ride vehicle looks very roomy. Did you guys get to sit in it?
I did not sit in it myself. I know Panda sat in it.
I saw a picture of him in one, and yeah, I mean, those things. And although he is losing a lot of weight, he's trimmed down quite a bit. There, it looked like there was a lot of room in these vehicles. So
yeah, I think Steve sat in it too. But when I was looking at it, it looked like I wouldn't have any problem sitting in it, and I'm.
You're pretty tall. I was surprised when we finally got to meet, during that meetup during the anniversary. I didn't realize you're a big guy. You're tall. How tall are you?
6'1".
6'1"? You look bigger than that for some reason. I don't know why. You look like you.
I must have been wearing my lifts.
You look like you towered over me or something. I don't know. But anyway, so out of the Saturday, then you got to see Josh do his presentation. Were there any? And you mentioned about the Phantasmic, which that sounds like I didn't hear that extra piece that you mentioned about them adding a scene, taking out a piece of it. Anything else from Saturday that jumps out at you?
Well, they had the part with Josh, and then they had Brett Iwan, some Imagineers, talk about transportation at Walt Disney World.
That's the one. That's the one. So what did you think about that one?
I love Disney transportation, any shape or form. So that was a really interesting show. All the panels were really interesting.
Yeah. I watched the stream of that one. And I have to say again, probably because I was thinking more like, the other D23 where they make these big announcements and all this stuff. I kept thinking based on the title of it, planes, trains, and monorails. I'm like, oh, they're going to announce something about a new fleet. Yeah. They're going to announce something about a refurbish of this or that.
Wouldn't that be nice? I could be wrong, but I think they've redone the upholstery that's on the back of the monorail behind the seats.
Okay.
It looks like it's been refreshed in some way, because it might have even been before the pandemic where I went on the monorail and it was like ripped. But it matched the color of the monorail. So it was monorail red, and it had monorail red written on it in a slightly different shade, so it was tonal.
Okay.
And then blue was blue and teal.
Yeah. I mean, they're definitely keeping them up. They're definitely making changes and that type of thing. But, I guess that's a start.
Yeah.
But, okay. So anything else happen on Saturday that you want to share?
Well, they had trivia, which, wasn't anything really to speak about. They had 3 sections over the course of the weekend: Walt 70s World, Walt 80s World, and Walt 90s World, where they talked about the decade at Walt Disney World. And they had a panel for Drawn to Life, where they discussed, the process of doing that, inspired by the animation. The Star Cruiser, they talked about that, how it's going to work, how you can participate as much as you want or as little as you want.
I'd like to know a little bit more about how that's going to work. So that would have been interesting to see. a little more about that.
The seats in the monorail are plastic. I'm talking about the slanted part behind the seat.
Okay, yeah.
They talked about entertainment. That's had a panel about live entertainment and how important it is to Walt Disney World. The art and imagery of Walt Disney World, where they talked about artwork. And then that evening, after the dinner break, they had a panel called The Magical Music of Encanto, where they it was all about how the music was recorded, how it was written, how it was performed, and how important it is to the story of the movie.
Did you like the music? Was it catchy? Do you think it's going to be something people are going to enjoy?
Yeah, I do. The soundtrack's actually out now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not crazy about most of Lin-Manuel Miranda's songs.
Well, it's nothing like Hamilton.
There you go.
Oh, well, it wasn't. I mean, he did the songs for Mary Poppins Returns too, and I wasn't crazy about that.
And he did Moana.
See, didn't know
I
that.
wasn't crazy about Moana's music either.
I like
Again,
Moana.
that doesn't surprise me. But they are catchy. The panel was almost like watching the movie again, because they literally went through the whole movie with the scenes and then with the music. Of course, not showing the whole thing, but it kind of Did I do that?
Okay, Rick, we had
Did that happen again? I'm never going to be allowed back on the show.
We had to do that to you. No, that was us. That was us doing that. I just still remember that one night you're on, and our line, our actual internet connection just completely went down, and Rick is on the air by himself trying to figure out what to do next. The only thing I got to say is StreamYard, back when that happened, I was surprised because we were able to get back into StreamYard, and we just took up right where we left off after a minute or so. But
yeah,
I'm sorry.
You got me there.
I wasn't sure how that was gonna look.
Yeah, and then but it's catchy. Every song is different. It's not the same song or same type of song over and over and over again.
Okay, that's good.
Thanks, T9.
Rick can handle it.
Yeah, it gave me a greater appreciation for the movie, because they all, like Raya and the Last Dragon, Luca, they've done all these over Zoom. And the fact that they were able to record the audio for this multi-million-dollar movie via Zoom is mind-boggling to me.
That's crazy. Yeah, I don't know how they do that.
But I imagine that what we saw could be as a bonus feature, when it's released, kind of like a DVD feature or something.
Right. Or yeah. So they'll show you like the making of, whatever, the music of the movie type thing. Yeah. Yeah. Mary says you're a cool, I can't even write cool as a cucumber with the show blowing up.
Well, I've been on the show before when it blew up, and that's not even when it cut out. It's just
I don't know, man.
Normal, right?
Yeah, we blow up a lot of times. And
We
then
bring you on our show and you're going to insult us?
well, then another time you were on, you were at Disney Springs walking through the shops there, and you had lightning flashing over your head, bolts of lightning.
Yeah, that was my
striking
Thor moment.
You're just something about you when you're on the show, Rick. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm still worthy.
And then after Encanto, we got to watch Hawkeye, the first 2 episodes.
Okay, what did you think? Good, bad, in between?
I enjoyed it. The first 2 episodes had lots of action. And I think my daughter is a huge Marvel fan. She's going to be 12. She's really going to enjoy it because she's a big fan of Haley Steinfeld anyways, because of Pitch Perfect.
No, we don't know.
What? Oh, I don't know. No, we're not Pitch Perfect people, but
well, I mean, that's why my daughter is a big Haley Steinfeld fan.
And Annette's out there. Hi, Annette. I will do this for you real quick because I am thirsty. So, Gaston. There we go. It's interesting because I was not a huge, going back earlier this year.
No spoilers.
Yeah, no spoilers. No spoilers. I was not a huge fan of. Now I'm drawing a complete blank.
See, that's how much of a fan you.
What's that?
Culture.
No. It's on the tip of my tongue. I've got it in my head.
Give us a description.
You know that show, WandaVision.
Okay.
I was not a big fan of Wanda in the Marvel movies. It's sort of like Vision. I wasn't crazy about, them, the relationship aspect of it during the movies. So when WandaVision came out, I was like, I'm not so crazy about watching this. And then the show came out and it was like, this is really cool. So I've never been a big fan, of Hawkeye. So I'm hoping the same thing happens, that they'll surprise me and it'll end up being like, a good series. So we'll see. So what's Mary saying? Hawkeye is a Marvel thing.
I don't know what she's saying about that.
She doesn't watch Marvel or Star Wars very much, so I think she's not quite.
He's one of the original Avengers, so.
You just said she doesn't watch Marvel or Star Wars very much, which implies that the two are connected somehow.
See, look, Rick is actually answering her as he's here talking.
Yeah, isn't Hawkeye on MASH?
Yes. If you go to Monorail Tales, you'll see a post about Hawkeye, and it's actually the MASH version.
I'm not saying anything about anybody watching and interacting right now, but that Hawkeye post kind of dated Bill and aged him.
I'm sorry. I think I've made references that age me more than the average person at this point.
Well, you're an old soul. You just are. You're an old soul.
If they ever need somebody to replace Waldorf and Statler, I got a guy for him.
I'm sorry. It's Statler and Waldorf. Get it right next time.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, man.
Steve is saying it's time to sing it out.
Yeah, they're trying to get me off the show here because there's another show that follows us now.
Oh, yeah.
That didn't used to be there, and now they are. And so now it sort of messes me up.
They took the time slot by force.
They wrenched my arm.
They conquered.
Said, would you mind if we come into this time slot? And I was like, yeah, sure, go. And they just kept, yes. Oh, and anyway, no, that's not how it happened.
I want you to say it.
I want you to say it. So I don't know, Rick. They're trying to get rid of us, it looks like. So let's just jump to Sunday real quick.
Okay.
Anything else happen on
10
Sunday?
seconds to say
Because
Sunday.
usually the last day is sort of a wind down day and things.
So they had an interview with Dick Nunes.
Okay.
That was really a big highlight. And he just kind of shoots from the hip, with what he says. There was one point they were talking about the people that work at the archives, and he said, "Have you ever tried to call the people at the archives? They're all idiots."
Wow. I think Marcus may get along with him.
And I mean, the room went silent, and Becky Klein, who was interviewing him and is the director of the archives, was like, and then he said, "I'm just joking. I'm joking." But,
that sounds like he's a fun.
I kind of got the impression that maybe he wasn't joking.
He just had to cover his bases, right?
Yeah.
Rick, it's been a pleasure having you on the show. I'm joking.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, and Kermit the Frog, he was there.
The new one?
I did see that. I saw
No, it was Jim Henson. They brought him back with Walt.
No, I'm sorry. Just the new Kermit doesn't sound like Kermit to me.
The new Kermit. There have been several, I believe. But the new one, his voice is a little bit off.
Like, it's off enough that it bothers me.
Steve saying you can keep going. He'll catch the rest on the replay.
Well, I doubt we'll keep going.
Yeah, but they actually had Kermit on stage.
That's cool. How'd they work that out?
Well, if you look below his seat, there went the magic. It wasn't hidden at all. But on the screen, on the TV screens they only had it from the seat up.
Oh, okay. So you got to actually see sort of the behind the scenes stuff going on.
Yeah.
Okay. That's interesting.
Yeah.
I thought maybe they would have put some bigger thing to hide all that. But no, that's cool. That'd be pretty cool to see it in person like that, how they do it.
And it was funny. I'm sure that they had a light script, but it was kind of ad lib and, nothing. You wouldn't expect anything else from the Muppets.
Yeah. No, Kermit's cool. We like Kermit. Marcus has been, you haven't been lately, but you had a period in the last couple of months where he was binge watching the old Muppet shows.
Yeah.
And man, let me tell you, it really made me wish Disney Plus had an option in the settings where you could turn off the stupid
this might be offensive.
some culture possibly inappropriate content warning thing that they put up that's like 10 seconds long before every episode or movie that you watch for the first time.
Yeah. There's quite a few of those actually on the old Muppet shows. But it's still a good classic.
I thought they only did that if you have a kids account.
Nope. On the kids' accounts, they just blocked that stuff. Like Dumbo is completely blocked.
Yeah.
You have to have an adult account to watch Dumbo, I think.
Right.
And if you watch Dumbo, it still puts that stupid warning up, which makes me think, why isn't there an option to turn this off? I'm an adult. I can choose what I want to watch.
Yeah. Apparently not. Yeah, no, it does. It splashes it at the beginning of every episode, that not all of them, but the ones that they deem could have some cultural.
And then I watch them and I think,
inappropriate.
what was the thing that was considered inappropriate there? And I can't figure it out.
Okay. With Kermit the Frog, that's cool. So, and then, so do you and Steve get to do anything else together there during the time? Did you guys sit next to each other during the show, or did you guys?
Yeah, we sat together.
Okay.
During the breaks, he usually went back to the room at some point, and I walked Magic Kingdom every break, and would either walk around or get a snack or something.
Oh, that's right. You've got annual passes, right?
Yeah.
Fortunately, before they decided to pause them.
Yeah. The funny thing is, my daughter's there now. She came down yesterday, and we met for dinner last night.
Oh, cool.
And we were talking about getting her a annual pass, but I had to be there because she is an adult, but she still was at home because she's in college, and we were going to get the DVC ticket, the Sorcerer Pass.
Right.
But if I got her that pass, then her days would be blocked out for Wednesday and Thursday. So that would mess up her trip. So we ended up not doing it, but we would not have been able to do it anyways because they cut off the annual passes yesterday afternoon.
What timing?
Yeah.
Jeez.
So, after the holidays, when we go back again, we might try to get that done for her.
Yeah. I would imagine they'll reinstitute it just right after the new year or right after Christmas or somewhere right about there. I guess, I personally, if I were buying a annual pass and then, if I didn't know any better and just went out and bought one and then realized that I couldn't even use it on most of the days coming up, like for holidays and things like that, I could see being a little salty. So I guess it was either that or just pausing it all together and saying, we're not going to do them right now until some future date.
I would imagine that maybe that they've had enough complaints of people that have bought them recently that cannot, get days booked to where they felt the need just to put the brakes on it for a while.
Right.
I don't think it was proactive on their part at all. I think it was reactive.
A little bit. Yes, I'm sure it was. Especially when you have people that, they're paying more for the annual passes than they've ever been before, but not able to use them. That would be a double whammy. I'm sure you're right. It was more of a reaction than anything. So, but at least they did it, I guess. But then they get, the other end of it, where now people are like, "Oh, you paused it? What are you doing? Why are you doing this?"
As Newton said, for every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction.
That's true.
Yeah.
In this case, it just seems to be an endless chain of reactions. Oh man, we have to pause it. Why'd you pause it?
Yeah, then you get you can't win. You can't win.
We didn't pause it. We can't use them. All right, we'll pause it. Why would you do that?
Why would you do that? Yeah. So anyway, any other highlights you want to hit before we wrap it up for the night?
They had a ugly Christmas sweater party focused on Disney Plus after the Sunday night, and they had Brett Iwan do drawing training, because he is a master artist there.
So
he was on
stage
stage
to draw.
Yeah, he was on stage giving instructions on how to draw Mickey Mouse.
Okay.
And then after him, Eric Goldberg did a session as well. So
you got to see some big names up there.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah.
But it was a fun week, very informative. I learned a lot of things that I didn't already know, and was, not personally introduced, but I was introduced to several people in the Disney company that, I'd never heard of before, but are really, people that are involved with the future of it.
Right. I'm just curious about this one here, just for kicks. This picture right there.
Oh, that is for the D23 Expo next year in September.
Okay.
They're using that to kick off the 100th anniversary of the Disney company. Even though it's not till 2023.
I was going to say, it's a couple of years still, isn't it?
Yeah, 6 months early, 6 months after the actual anniversary, you can celebrate. So,
right.
The expo is going to be the official kickoff of the 100th anniversary, and that is going to be the logo for it.
Wait, when did we celebrate his 90th birthday?
When did we celebrate it?
Yeah.
On his 90th birthday?
No, how many years ago was that now?
3.
Yeah, it wasn't that long ago. Yeah, 3 years sounds about right.
So
The Disney
many years
company
did it
didn't
take?
start with Mickey.
Yeah, I know. It didn't start with Mickey, even though that's what everyone says. It started with a mouse.
Started with Oswald.
Yeah,
Yeah.
even though that wasn't the Disney company yet.
Right. So, and then
But
good old
they
Figment.
showed a picture
Marvel
of the
comic.
actual paper that was used to form the Disney company.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, it's like this old official document. It's,
Right.
I think, October 16th, 1923. I could be wrong with the date, but it was 1923, whatever it was.
Was
then-
Nicolas Cage snooping around there?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna steal the Walt Disney World document, the Walt Disney document.
That shirt there is based on the Disney paper parks that they've been putting out, where you can print it out and make Main Street or Small World or whatever. And that's an Imagineering shirt. You know, the only place that sells that's Mickey's of Glendale or the Imagineering store.
Okay. Yeah. So did you get any good merchandise while you were there?
Yeah, I got several shirts for me, my kids, for me.
For you again.
Yeah. And I got a present for one of my friends. I got the Delicious Disney Cookbook, which is available in the parks. It's not available on Amazon or in bookstores yet.
Cool.
And at one of the panels, they were talking about music in the parks or original characters. One of the two. It was original characters. So they talked about Kitchen Cabaret.
Mm.
And then its replacement, Food Rocks.
Okay.
And they had a battle of the bands where one person was representing Veggie Fruit, and the other was doing Food Rocks. And that shirt was for my daughter. I did get my wife some gifts, but
okay.
I got her a shirt. Yeah, but that was for my daughter specifically. Nice. They thought that Kitchen Cabaret would win, but Food Rocks won.
Wow.
And it was Jason Grant, who was with Imagineering, and he had a T-shirt designed called Battle of the Bands One Night Only. It had the date on it, and one side had Kitchen Cabaret, and the other side had Food Rocks. So they actually made a shirt of it and sold it after that panel that night. And I went during the dinner break, and they had made a pin in a limited edition of 500, and we're selling those.
Okay.
For that. So I got that pin and shirt as a souvenir as well.
That's cool. Yeah, I can't believe that Food Rocks ended up taking it.
I know.
How could you vote? How could you go against Veggie Fruit? I mean, come on. Wow. So must have been a younger crowd or something. I don't know.
All these kids with their rock and their roll.
Yeah. I think the audience skewed rather on the older side.
Okay.
But,
oh, well. Anyway. Well, Rick, I think we're going to have to wrap it up here.
Yeah.
But
I'm tired. It's been a long.
Yeah. You just got home here just a little while ago. So.
Yeah. And I had to get on I had to catch Magical Express at 5 a.m.
Oh, man. Yikes. Well, get some sleep and get rested up. But we appreciate you being on tonight. And
thanks for the invite.
Oh, no problem. Thanks for being here. And hopefully next time we won't have any technical difficulties, right?
I won't hold my breath on that.
Whether intentional or unintentional. Right. Anyway, thanks for being here, Rick, and just get some rest and have a magical night.
You too.
Okay,
bye.
Thanks. Bye. Oh my goodness. So ready to wrap it up?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's sing it out. Now it's time to say. Oh my goodness! Wait, we're way off.
You mean you're off?
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Don't say we.
Let's do this here for a second. Okay. And a one, and a two, and a three. Now it's time to say goodbye to all our company. MIC, see you real soon. KEY, why? Because we like ya. MOUSE. Wow. Good night, everybody. Thanks for being with us. Hope you enjoyed a little bit of Destination D23 information from Ric Forbes tonight from the Monorail Tales. And again, go ahead and check them out on Facebook, and they're on podcasts just about everywhere that you would find a podcast. So, and same for us. We have also, my wife and I, the Disney Couples Podcast, which is also on pretty much all of the podcast channels out there, like Apple and Twitch and Spotify and iHeartRadio. You could do a search for WDWpov. And if you don't find it that way, do a search for Disney Couples Podcast, and you should be able to find us there. Only 3 of our episodes are posted right now. I'm actually going to post the 4th probably tomorrow, and due to the fact that it's about Beauty and the Beast. And today was the 30th anniversary of Beauty and the Beast being released at theaters. So I think that's a good timely thing to put out there. Again, check us out on all our, social media channels for WDWpov, on Facebook page, Facebook group, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, website. We got the works. So just check us out wherever you can. Watch, follow, subscribe, share, and all that good stuff. And again, we thank you for watching tonight. And we'll see you again next Monday night at 8 o'clock. Have a magical week. Good.